Good morning, dear students. A very warm good morning to all of you. So, let's start our science session. In today's science session, we are going to discuss about the new one lesson, that is animal and their young ones. Okay. So, let's see what we are going to learn in this lesson. We are going to discuss about how the animals are giving the birth to their young ones, which are the different ways by that the animals are giving the birth to their young ones. So, let's start our lesson. First one. All living things live for some year. They grow, become old and finally die. To continue the life on the earth, all living things reproduce young ones of their own kind. So as we know that if we are having the birth, then we are having the death also. Okay. So all the living organisms live for some years on the earth. In that lifespan, they are growing, they becomes old and at the end they get die. So to continue this life process on the earth, all living things needs to reproduce. To keep the existence of the living things on the world or on the land, on the earth, it is necessary that living things should do reproduction. Okay. So all the living things reproduce young ones of their own kind. So let's see what is meant by reproduction, or let's see the definition of the reproduction. The process by which animal produce their young ones is called reproduction. Okay, so the process by which animals produce their young ones is called reproduction. Animals can reproduce in two ways. Okay, so here we have seen the definition of the reproduction. What is that? So the process in which what happens, the animal is giving the birth to their young ones of their own kind. That process is called as what? Reproduction. So animals can produce in two ways. First one is there, that is what? By directly giving birth to young ones. So some animals are there, those who are giving the birth to their young ones directly. There are some animals, those who are first laying the eggs, and from that eggs their babies comes out after the specific period of time. Okay, so these are the two ways. First one is what? Some animals are giving the birth directly. Second one is what? They are laying the eggs and from that eggs the babies come out after the specific time period. So let's see animal that give the birth to young ones. Okay. So let's see the first one point, that is what? How the animals are giving directly birth to the young ones. So the animals that gives birth to young ones and feed their own milk are called mammals. Okay, which is very important word for you and new word for you. So what is meant by the mammals? So the animals, those who are giving the birth to the young ones directly and also they are feeding their own milk are called mammals. That animals are called as what? Mammals. So that mammals have well developed sense organ and brain. Mammals have well developed sense organ and brain. Next one is there, most of them have hair on their body. So the most of the mammals are having the hairs on their body. So the examples of the mammals are dogs, cats, elephants, cow, and we are human beings are also what? Mammals. So all these are what? The examples of mammals. So my dear student, bat. Bat is what? Bird, but it is what? Flying in the air. So what? The bat is the mammal that can fly. So the bat can give the birth to their young one directly. That's why what? They are the mammals that can fly. Also there are some aquatic mammals. Aquatic mammals means what? Those who are living in the water. For example, we can say what? Dolphin and whales are aquatic mammals that lives in water. It means what? The dolphin and the whales are also giving the birth to their young ones directly. Okay. So what is meant by the mammals? The animals that give the birth to their young ones directly. They are feeding their own milk are called as what? Mammals. Mammals have well developed sense organ, have well developed brain. Also their body is mostly covered with what? Hair. Now we'll move for the next one point, that is what? Care for the young ones. So how the animals are taking care for the young ones? See my dear students, as we know that our parents are also taking care of us. Okay, like that animals are also taking care of their young ones. So let's see. In mammals, babies are formed inside the body of the mother. So as we know, in the mammals, the babies are formed. Their baby is present in the womb of the mother. They stay inside for several weeks and then they are born. So they are remaining inside the body of the mother for the several days, for the several weeks, and then they are born. When the babies are born, that time what happens? They are very weak and helpless. The baby cannot do anything. The baby cannot perform the different activities by their own. So it needs to take care of that baby. So mothers care for that babies, for their babies. So mother is doing what? They clean them. Mother teach them to find the food. Okay, also the fathers also helps them to find the food, to live on their own and protect them till they learn to look after themselves. Okay, so see, we are the human beings. Our mother, father is also taking care of us. But the cat, elephant, lion, all these are the animals. A lioness, we can say, all these are the animals. What? They are also taking care of their young ones. So these lioness, these elephant, they are teaching their young ones how to find the food, how to live on their own and protect them. Up till when? Up till they learn to look after themselves. Okay, once they started to take care of themselves, then they stopped caring them and they started to live as a separate individual, separate living being. They feed their babies with their own milk. Mammals are giving their own milks to the baby. Next one. In some mammals, father also provided help. Okay, so in some mammals, father also provided help by hunting the food and gardening the young ones. Like that, we can say that in the lion family, the lion also helps in the hunting. They provides the food by hunting and gardening their young ones. Okay, so in this way what happened? The mammals are also taking the care of their young ones. Okay, so next one, which is a very interesting point, my dear students, that is what? Do you know? Okay, so see here, you can see the two images. It is what? Platypus. It is what? Kangaroo. So this platypus is also what? Mammals. But the interesting thing about this platypus is what? They are not giving the birth to their young ones directly, but still they are called as what? Mammals. Why? Because this platypus does not give the eggs, but they are feeding their milk to their young ones. Okay, a few mammals like duck-billed platypus and spiny anteater, they lay eggs instead of giving birth to their young ones. Okay, so why they are called as mammals? Still they are giving the eggs, because they are laying the eggs. But still, once that newborn baby, new young ones comes out from the egg, these animals, platypus and the anteater, is feeding their own milk to their babies, and that's why they are called as what? Mammals. Next one is your kangaroo. In this kangaroo, you can see the small animal in the stomach pouch. Okay, so the kangaroo keep its newborn baby in the pouch on its stomach till the baby kangaroo is able to take care of itself. Okay, so my dear students, today what we have discussed, today we have started the new lesson, that is what? Animal and their young ones. We have discussed about animal that give birth to young ones. Also we have discussed about the care for the young ones, and we have discussed do you know. So here we will stop. We will meet in the next video with the next point, and for today, thank you.